if you will please line up side of the audience. Once ceremony will now officially begin.
Cool. Most of the people in the stands are not equipped with LR.
That's what. That's why we put down radios in the stand.
Hopefully they'll make it up.
People heard me on that, or did my radios get deleted again?
We heard you. We heard.
Alright.
Hello everyone. As I said, I didn't know Austin well, but he helped create a mod that brought me to find my second family. Some of you have been through my ups and downs and helped me through it, and that's all thanks to Austin and the rest of the dev team that made Swap. Even though he's gone, he helped bring us all here today to actually talk and be civil. No mods trying to be better than another, no units trying to outdo the other. Everyone is here for the same reason, as to celebrate the life of an amazing person. And this teaches us we shouldn't be acting this way just because of the circumstances we are facing. We should be like this all the time because life is too short to be fighting of who is better at one, having petty arguments, and making others feel like shit. There is already too much hatred in the world, so why add more?
User in your channel.
I didn't know Austin very well, but I know right now he is looking at this, enjoying us all getting along, and finally being in the same room for once. A wise person once said carpe diem. And for those who don't know what that is, it is Latin for seize the day. And I know Austin would want us doing exactly that. Don't let petty arguments split us apart or toxic members. We all love the same things, so let's act like it, and instead of going out of our ways to trash it for everyone else, let's make it like Austin wanted. We all hate that Starsim is known as the most cancerous community, so let's fix it, and let's not just do it for ourselves, but let's do it in honor of an amazing guy that worked on an amazing mod, that team that brought us here for one sole purpose, which is to ride, fly, shoot, and blow up the things we
I'll turn it up.
doing that we thought was only possible in our imaginations. From Star Wars. Thank you.
Before I fully start this, I would politely like to ask everyone to have a drink before for the end of the speech. Now, some people might not have known Valmoric as much as others, and there are definitely people who have their own opinions. I knew Valmoric for well over a year, and in my time of knowing him, he was an insanely great friend to me. The time that I knew him, he was genuine, truthful, and was adored by many. In all that time, doing anything with him was always a laugh. His twisted sense of humor was always something to laugh at. Whatever we really played, it was always something to enjoy. Whenever something came across, he wasn't aggressive, nor did he show any hostility to anyone. With all the situations
Hey, if I
that he
need your
incurred in
help,
his
let me
life
know.
and all the struggles they end up going through, he always kept a strong smile and pushed through it all to give us all the ability to have a great mod, a great friend, and someone that we can rely on to talk to. When the time I met him, over a year ago in the 501st, we didn't know each other much. As we went on within that unit, we developed a strong friendship, and I can never give away any of that time that I spent with Valmoric in that entire time we spent there. He always showed kindness and generosity to those, regardless of what they thought of him. He never blindly pushed people away. And for that, I truly respect him as an individual, and it really saddens me to see and hear from his family that he passed during his sleep. People will certainly miss him, and will miss the company that he provided from the mod in personal situations, and just miss the generalization of him being around. I respect him, and respect the mod team for what they did, and for what he did within this community and for its members. He truly made this place a brighter place. And now we have a hole which is hard to repair. He was indeed a unique and everlasting friend to all of us, especially myself. All I can say, guys, is he was a great person, and he definitely showed that he deserved every single one of our respect. And to that I say a toast to Valmoric. Cheers.
Tremendous company when he starts.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Wait, what? I didn't hear any of that. What the hell? Did. Why can't I hear him?
Good evening, friends.
Yeah, I heard
Okay.
you.
I'd like to take the next few minutes to speak about one of my friends that I've come to meet from Starstone. His name is Austin. Many of you would know him, though, as Valmoric. And he truly was a great man, one of a kind of a person, to say. And some of you may not have got to meet him, and for that I really wish you would have. He was someone in the community that united us through art, and that's something that is really valuable. And Austin was a smiling face amidst this community here that would try to make something good about a bad situation, no matter the cause. Many of you would know him just as the texture artist for Star's Opposition, but I want you to know that he was much more than that. He was the artist. It was his art that brought us together. Star's Opposition, Equestrian War, DeviantArt, Death Calls the Fallout, and many more projects that he dipped his toes into and I never even knew about until he told me one day. And for all these mods that we have loaded up here today are important because of him. Words cannot begin to describe the emotions that many of us are feeling at the moment. Sad, questioning, maybe even anger. But for me, I question how this could happen to someone so young, only 2 years older than me, and a person so kind to people that he inspired to go around and create all these sub-communities from the grander scheme of things. He spent so much time working on these textures that would become the foundation of StarSim itself. And I can only hope to be staring down at us all today, collectively, not all as units, nor communities, but as the StarSim family. Some of us may bleed one color, but we're all collectively
User in your channel timed out.
Of Valmoric. Without him, there would be no Star's Opposition, or many of the lifelong friendships formed here today. And for that, I can only say thank you, Valmoric.
User joined your channel.
Your legacy when you leave this earth will not be measured by what you built, but by the hearts you have touched. This is the quote that is appropriate for today. It is by our hearts being touched by Val that we are here to honor him in this ceremony and to immortalize him in our hearts. Today is not just a day of mourning. Today is a day of celebration for who Valmoric is. I know I have not known Valmoric as long as many other people speaking, but I want to say how he touched my heart. Val gave his time selflessly for each of us. Val never expected payment. Val never expected anything of that. Val did it because he loved to. And Val did it because he loved the community. He always talked with each of us. He never put a prejudgment on us. He judged us as equals, not as lessers. He united the people of Star Sim. He never divided us. He never... sorry. But if there's one thing about Val, it's that he just loved everyone. You could always talk to him when you had a bad day, when you were just feeling bad, or when you had a good day. And he would always be there to talk. One of my fondest memories was just in my office. Val just started playing some music. It was just some anime music, and I just listened because it was Val. Val's someone that you can't get mad at. And he's someone that I'm genuinely gonna miss. With our heavy hearts today, and in honor of Val's legacy, I want to issue everyone here a challenge after this ceremony. I want each of us to find someone here in the community. It can be a person on DM, a new recruit, a
User in your channel timed out.
Hello everyone. My name is Grim. Many of you know me as being part of the SWAP dev team. The past several days wasn't easy for me and everyone else. We lost a true friend. Val always had a vital place in the community, not just as a Star Wars opposition developer, but as someone who cared and helped others when others needed help. I look around this place and people from different units. This just shows that Valmoric didn't just create
I'll turn up
something
even more.
people play, but he created something bigger than all of us can see. He made a family. A family of people from across the world. I've read messages that people have left Valmoric, even if they never met him. This just
User joined your
shows
channel.
alone, he made something amazing. This being said, I sincerely miss Austin, and when I heard his passing, I thought it was a joke, as Valmoric was known for joking around. But me knowing he really did, it's just still hard to think he did pass. All I can say is that may he live peacefully and comfortably.
Or should go back to the short range where everybody's on there.
Hello everyone. My name is Desi. And first of all, I just want to thank you all for being here. It's amazing to see such a large turnout for Valmoric.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
But the thing is, Val was the only one that actually liked any of us. He wasn't like Scar or J-Max. He actually genuinely liked what we were doing. And he always, he always thought that someday we could do something better to help the community together. I honestly didn't know Valmoric that well, but I know that everybody here will feel the things that he has done for this community for a long time to come.
Can you hear him?
I apologize. Many of you knew Valmoric as that guy. The guy who cracked really crappy jokes. He was a good friend to many, and someone who helped build this community in one way or another. He was someone who loved what he did, and he is someone who helped establish this community that I hope everyone here cherishes. I knew him when I was a trooper in the 501st. He was a medic, and he was a pretty memey dude, if I can be completely honest. In all the times that I had interacted with him, he usually poked me with some pretty graphic descriptions of what he wanted to do to my posterior. He was a pretty fun guy to be around, and even though he worked in his own ways, despite what anyone would think of him, he was a valued member of this community, and nothing will ever change that.
Valmoric was one of my closest friends in the Armored Base Stars community. I've known him for a very long time, and I'm going to very deeply miss him. We knew each other for over a year, but connected very well within that time. I first met him through commenting on his work for the Star Sim community by making a joke about it. But later that friendship turned into something greater. Valmoric has been there with me through some of the toughest times in my life, and I've been there with him through it all. We've known each other since the day
User left
I
your
joined
channel.
Star Sim, and I hope to see him someday again. He helped me to become who I am today, and become more active in
User left your channel.
going out and making friends and not sitting alone. And he helped me. He helped me become more outgoing, so I could join units and not be afraid of people. We were the best of friends. We never argued or had any fights. We were together forever, and I hope that he will be in all of your hearts, just as he is in mine.
User joined your channel.
Toy first going prepare.
I guess they're getting ready to do the Twilight gun salute.
I'm gonna find out real quick.
Oh!
Holster your weapons.
User joined your channel.
Hey everyone, for Valmoric's death, we shall be presenting him with the 21st Arms Salute. Please look to your right as we conduct this. Thank you.
I can't think.
Present arms. Aim. Fire. 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 Holster your weapons. Go back in the line.
User left your channel.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, if you think about it, he's part of, he did part of Clone Wars.
User joined your channel.
The Empire, and the First Order. So all the different blasters is fine.
Yeah. One second, alright. We're gonna wrap this up. Alright, everyone. If you have any words you'd like to say, or you have a speech that you just written out, you're allowed to speak. If you did or not, then we'll end the ceremony and then we'll go back to our separate ways.
Something I would like to say.
User left your joined your channel.
You're allowed to come up then.
As do I.
Same here.
Likewise.
PTS. I would say again, if you have something you would like to say before we extinguish the fires on Valmoric's casket, please come up here and share us. Alright, standing from the podium.
Very quickly, I wanted to share a quote from a Karen Travis book that I once read that seems very fitting for this situation. Valmoric hasn't died, but merely is marching very far away. I know in our hearts he will always be there for us. We will be looking down upon this, happy that all of us have gathered here together. Thank you.
Should we tell him?
As you're on whispering.
I didn't know Valmoric long, but the amount of time that I did know him, we became some good friends. Shut the shit for a few hours, talked for long times, and just generally just hung out. Then finding out he's gone, knowing that me and him have planned to see each other, to hang out, go shoot the shit in real life. It's close to home. I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of people. Didn't expect to lose someone so good and so young. To Ferris, who I've known a long time, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry that you've lost someone so close and you're a good friend. No, I'll say a few words for you in your honor when I go and see him. I'm sorry, I can't anymore. Thank you for helping bring my dream alive.
Alright guys, good evening to you all. I'm not really good with this whole speech business, but I'm sure we're all feeling this today, and we definitely did lose somebody important. Now, this being said, also, want to thank everybody else for coming out here, and I want to thank each and every person who had an actual, speech to give. It was very moving for everyone, and you definitely did move me, and he's definitely not going to be forgotten. Let's take this, what we've all experienced, and let's all make a huge effort just for him to try to come together even more as a community. If anything could honor him, I'm sure that could really do something. This is all I really gotta say. Thank you guys for giving me the time.
Alright, so the first thing I should say is almost that I apologize because I never knew him. But the thing that struck me and the thing that brings me here today is how far his reach has touched everyone. Not just to see everyone here today, because that's touching enough, but to think that I'm here on the eastern coast of the United States, and in this crowd are people from every walk of life, from every corner of the globe. To know that someone had the ability to bring so many people of so many different backgrounds together, it's inspiring in ways that words don't define. And that alone moves me in ways that words are failing me. And if you know me, you know that words seldom fail me. But to be able to stand here and see so many people, again, from everywhere across the planet, brought together by one thing that one man has done so much for, truly, truly inspires. Thank you.
Well, I've never been much for speeches, but I figured if I didn't do one now, then I'll regret it. I never spoke with Valmoric much, but when I did, I could tell there was something about him. He was, for lack of better words, the life of Swamp. I mean, look to your left, look to your right. Everyone is here because he poured his heart into his work. Because I'm not much for words, I'm just going to recite a poem that I often think of, especially in times like this. The candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night, but all my friends and all my foes, it burns a gorgeous light. Thank you. And thank you,
User
Valmoric.
disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
Hello everyone. You may not know me. I have not been here for very long. I only joined about maybe 3 months ago, but what I can say is in those 3 months I did meet Valmoric for a very short period of time, and all I'll say is he was a very good man. He helped people and brought people together.
User joined your channel. User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Oh.
And all I want to say today is that I have heard the past couple months that some people call this the most cancerous thing in Arma, but I'd like to tell you that this is far, far from it. Before I came to Arma, I was a part of Gary's Mod, and 8 years of that has taught me that Gary's Mod is a very unforgiving community, and I can say with pride and certainty that no one in Gary's Mod, no one Clone Wars unit be able to mourn the death of a man like Veermac, along with all of the other units that have ever existed in Gary's Mod. Today, Veermac has managed to do something very special that has managed to touch all of you. And let me say, this proves that you you all are very good people and better than the people that I used to know. For that, I thank you. I thank him, and I want to see this community grow and prosper. And in the end, I go to the Mandalorian Code in times like these, even in real life, and I think to myself, the ending of the Mandalorian Code. Death is life. Indeed, death is sad, but it is only the beginning. It is not the end. And for that, I wish Bearmac a good death, and I am happy he had a good life.
Okay. Hello, guys. I know I should. I never. I never knew him, but every unit I was in, I felt like, his, hand always had a part in everything. From, all the stuff he put into this game. His time, his love. You really could tell. He was in it. From the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, I never knew him personally. I never got to,
I think he was trying to save Valmoric,
talk with
but
him one on
he
one.
was saying
I
something
just
else
got to see him
you
once
do a
in a
different
while.
name.
But I felt like whenever I did see him, it was probably pretty fun. I had fun doing it. I don't want to say too much because I never knew the guy. But I feel like from what everybody else has said, that he was probably one of the best guys out there. He made sure that everything came before him, and he tried his best on everything. It's cool to see everybody out here. Everybody came to come talk about this one man's life, a man that some people most of us haven't even seen in real life. I mean, heck, most of us, all of us maybe have never seen him, but just to see everybody come out is probably one of the best things I've ever
User
seen.
in your channel timed out.
I'd like to say, I'm sorry. I wish he could have had a better life. A longer one where he could have been able to, be with us, in his living form.
User in your channel
hang
timed
out
out.
with his family more, be able to hang out with us more. But we all know that one seat that isn't taken here today.
User
is
entered
filled
your
by
channel.
him. He will always be with us. We should never forget him, as he was the man who brought us all together. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry.
Many people here don't know me. I've been part of this community for 2 years now. I just want to say that the work that Val has done is amazing, and I know that his loss is going to be felt with the future updates, but his legacy will live on as long as we keep playing. He's not gone. He's still with us. And I know there's a lot of things, with the units, as there's so many problems going on between the units. But if we can get ourselves together to remember a man, why can we not put our act together and make Val happier?
User joined your channel.
We be talking bad about each other. And if we can stop that for a day, for one person, say we stop it for the rest, just so he knows that it's just you. Sooner or later in life,
User in your channel timed
we're gonna
out.
look back on the work he has done. Because right now, might be gone. No one's truly gone from this world, from this life. The impact on life is still here. Val's will always be here.
User entered your channel.
It's going to take a minute.
That was nice. Nice.
User in your channel timed out.
Alright, let me just start off by saying a few words for myself here. I was rather hesitant to come up here today because I barely knew Valmoric, and there's just not much I can say about him. Well, first time
User entered your channel.
in 203rd Imp, and I think possibly back in 25th, but my memory is not the best. But I felt like I did not have a right to come up here, but here I am. Here comes Pyro, the guy who likes to blow shit up all the time. You know, thinking I'm probably gonna make a joke here, probably lighten everyone's mood, but no. When I first came to Star Sim, I joined in on a dare, really. Joined in after 25th collapse and all that. And I met Valmoric, like in 203rd. Seemed like a great guy, and I can't really say much. I mean, if it wasn't for him, you know, none of us would be here today, you know. none of us would be here. I mean, life's too precious. I mean, without him, wouldn't have gotten all of us here, all these different units. So I've heard many rumors about him, some that have been debunked, and some that I will probably never find out if they were real or not, now that he's gone. Who am I kidding? Not gone. He's with us. He's with all of us. Our armors, our uniforms, our weapons, ships. Those are part of Valmoric. Everything that we have, everything we use, came from all of them. Swap. Though I have my opinions about swap, stuff I've heard, all I can think of is just respect, because honestly, with all these speeches, you know, like everything that everyone said is probably already stated many times. But he was probably a great guy. I really wished I spent a little more time with him. Figured out what made him tick. Sure, a couple people here who said you'd go with that too. Now I'm just trying to figure out what to say here, because like I said, I was kind of hesitant to come up here. But yeah. We'll always remember him. As long as we remember him, he won't be gone. He won't be extinguished from this world. He won't be a faded light in the darkness. There are memories. In our hearts, our minds, and everything. Thank you.
Go. Bears. Bears. Go. No, you go. I was going to close it off.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
User in your channel timed out.
I know Valmoric was
Can't hear him.
we all came together just like our community should be. And I hope to see that all of us stay a community, not break apart for petty things. Now, I would like all of us to have a quick moment of silence for Valmoric. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you have a good night, and a good rest of your Star Sim life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So before we extinguish the fires of Valmoric's, I would like to play the
User
song
in your channel timed out.
Taps. While the song playing, I would like to all of you to salute Valmoric. Thank you.
User entered your channel.
Of course I fucked up.
Alright. 446.
User in your channel timed out.
Let us not forget his death.
User in your channel timed out. Your channel. User entered your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Thank
Microphone
you for all
activated.
coming to the ceremony. Now, if any of you need assistance with his death, I'm happy to talk with you all. So, all of you have a great night. As I said, I'll help you all if you are having a tough time dealing with this. Thank you.
User left your channel. Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Alright, you guys are good to go.
Go ahead,
User
out,
joined your
guys.
channel.
Alright,
User
see you
joined
guys
your
later.
channel.
Thanks for coming out.
No problem. You're good to walk out.